This is longtime gamer Venry Fairden introducing Uncle Troy's Minecraft videos.
Hello there, folks. This is Uncle Troy, and not sure what's going on today. It looks like we're having a little trouble rendering. Is that a creeper just standing over there doing nothing? I think that is. Alrighty, well, we were down in a cave exploring, looking for more diamond because our diamond armor is getting a little sloppy here, a little wore out, and I just smelted quite a bit of iron and picked up my crafting table and ended the adventure saying that I'm going to make sure I have everything on me I need just in case I do not come back where I went away at, because I was down to almost lava level, I think, and then I exited the game. When I came back, I was up here where I was immediately beset upon by a creeper, and I'm not sure if that recorded or not. I hit the button as fast as I could, but I hit several buttons as fast as I could, so I don't really know. But let's do our usual thing here of closing this up in a method which makes it a little more creeper resistant for the future. Alrighty, now I could just go start digging and go back down exactly where I was, but instead I think I will wander off and find new adventure somewhere. Alright, there is the compass. So apparently spawn is back that way somewhere, so we are going to go this way, which brings us to some pretty awesome floating islands and sheer cliffs and just general goodness. I really must start using eggs for something, if there's going to be eggs everywhere I go. Oops. Whole lot of chickens around here, aren't they? Alright, let's continue on. This almost looks like some kind of above ground ravine. Huh. I wonder if this goes anywhere. Apparently not. Said I'd just leave one little torch there to baffle future generations. What I'm looking for is a cave and a way to get back down to diamond level. The plan is, and this is, I use plan in the loosest sense of the word here. The plan is to find some more diamond. That is a ravine of some sort. And things are shooting at me. Ravine, some lava, abandoned mine shaft, goes all the way out over there into the surface. Okay, this may be the quickest way to get back down to diamond level. The plan, as I was explaining, was to find some diamond. Right now we've got plenty of diamond armor, plenty of diamond everything, but it will eventually wear out, and we want to have extras. We don't want to be completely diamondless. Ow. Hee. Go over this way. We can make our way down without having to take too much fall damage. Oops. A little further than I thought I'd fall. Oop, there's some iron. Must always pick up iron. anyway, the plan is to pick up some extra diamond, and in the process find some endermen and get their pearls of ender so that we can make ender eyes and activate the end portal and go to the end. Alright, there's a full stack and a bit, so that's enough of that. Alright, this looks like it might be the end, yes, the end of the ravine. So we don't have to worry about too many things coming after us from this way. It looks like somebody dug out and grabbed some coal, which sounds like something I would do. It's also possible I'm not the first explorer in this area. We're not all that far from spawn, I don't think. Let's check our coordinates here. We're at negative 634x and 844z, which, as I said, isn't very far from spawn. Oh, this looks like a cave. Oh, goody, this is a cave. We might just follow this cave for a while rather than follow the abandoned mine shaft or this ravine. Lava just takes forever to go away. Okay, let's go down this way and see where this leads, because I'm hearing all sorts of spiders and things. Leads down into this abandoned mine shaft again. There we are. I knew I heard something. Okay, looks like this cave continues. Good, good, good. Alright, while we're exploring here, I guess I can tell you a story while my voice lasts. Naturally, I decided to record on a day when my voice was about to give out. I was talking at work the other day, and we were telling stories about how we got into computers and what our first computers were and our first experiences and whatnot. I am not all that old, really, but my first computer was almost an Apple I. And the Apple I, you had to put it together yourself. And I don't mean you had to buy a few parts. I mean you had to solder electronics onto the motherboard. But I was not quite ready for a computer yet, and I certainly didn't have $1,000 at that time. So I did not get that. My first computer was actually a Texas Instruments TI-99-4A. It was an advancement over the TI-99-4 in that it had lowercase letters. And that was a big deal back then. Not every computer had lowercase letters. Not every computer had a full keyboard like the TI-99-4A did. And not every computer had a whopping 16 kilobytes of RAM. That's right, you heard me, 16 kilobytes. I'm pretty sure 1 second of this video is more than 16 kilobytes. Alrighty, that'll come down here eventually. You may remember the TI-99-4A is the computer that Bill Cosby was hawking. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. And when I went computer shopping with my parents for a computer for a young man, the options at that time were a Atari 400 computer and the TI-99-4A, because those were the two computers which were available for sale at Sears. Oh, stupid glitching zombie. That's right, in multiplayer you can't always hit their feet. Alrighty, a little more lapis. I don't need any seeds. I will take another piece of bread though. Thank you. Don't necessarily want to go this way, but there are spiders back behind me. But yes, my first computer was bought at a Sears, sold by people who didn't really know what computers were, looking back at the answers they were giving to my questions. Pretty much every question I had, I would ask my mother or father, well, will this computer do this, and will this computer do that? And I'd say, well, I don't know. Or they'd say, I don't know. Ask the man, or ask the girl, because I think they were double teaming us. And so I would ask them, and they would rattle off some computer stuff. And then my mother would look at me and say, what did he say? And I said, well, he said blah, blah, blah. And said, well, did that answer your question? And I said, I'm not sure. But we ended up taking home the TI-994A, a small black and white television, and I think the extended basic cartridge, and I forget what else. Oh, one game. The only game I ever got for the TI-994A was a side-scrolling space shooter called Parsec. I remember that. Dirt areas. Couldn't think of dirt there. I was wanting to say soily. Big open soily area. Anyway, I got Parsec because of the various games they had. It seemed the most interesting, and it was the one that used a speech synthesizer. Unfortunately, speech synthesizer was not included. Something is splashing around here. Must be this skeleton here. Yep, looked like it was. I think for next Christmas I got a speech synthesizer gift certificate, which was a $50 bill taped to a brick. My family was funny that way. I never did get that speech synthesizer for that TI-994A. Well, hello, Mr. Spider. I'll assume this is the... friggin'. I'll assume that's the other side of the spider spawner I saw earlier. Dang it, I was hoping this would lead somewhere. So the TI-994A had a whopping 16 kilobytes of RAM. I think after you loaded in BASIC and everything, you had about 12 kilobytes left. And you could actually do some pretty decent stuff with that. I made a Centipede-like game back before I knew what Centipede was. I made my father a slot machine sort of game for his birthday one year. Going down because I want to get down here to diamond level. Let's check the F3 coordinates. Oh, we're nowhere near diamond level yet. I think I made a friend of mine a computer program that played the theme song to Star Trek. Actually, it wasn't The Next Generation. It was Star Trek The Motion Picture, but it has the same theme song as Star Trek The Next Generation. Friend of mine, him and his brother, between them they had a TRS-80 color computer, Coco, or Trash 80, and an Atari 800, which was the bigger brother of the Atari 400 I almost bought at Sears. Well, that's one way to clear out gravel. And what we would often do is one of us would come up with a nice program, a thing to display some colors, or good, we have gold. Display some colors or make a game or something on one of our computers, and then the other two would then turn around and make similar programs for their computers. So, for example, my friend would make a game for his Atari 800, and then I would turn around and make a similar version for the TI-994A, and then his brother would make a similar version for the TRS-80. Although his brother was kind of professional about it. He got the computer, to do work with, not to play with. So oftentimes me and my friend would we'd play with the computer more than he would. I suppose if I'm going this way anyway, I should pour out some water so I don't lose this coal when I'm digging it. And naturally, I decide to do that right after I get the last of the coal.